Air shocks off of the Sondors Rockstar, second generation bike. Just pulled it out of the trash because I thought, you know what, the shock won't hold air. You can see the wear of just use. The bike that this came off of had 4,900 plus miles on it. So I figured, you know what, let's take this thing apart and see what it's made of, because this is like a no-name shock. I'd call it a fork. They call it a shock. So right there, that tells you they don't know what they're talking about. So anyway, it's got some numbers on here. I'll read them up, you know, a little bit closer. It's got the warning sign on it, of course. Do not take off road, even though it was on a mountain bike. And yeah, I'm just going to just dissect this thing and just see what it's all about. See if I can find any more info and see what it looks like on the inside. All right, let's tear this thing down. All right, so this fork did come with a lockout option right here. With a flick of the switch, you could lock out the suspension, supposedly. I don't know how good it worked because I'm not into locking out suspension. Just not my cup of tea. But let's remove this first and see what's underneath this cap. Really quick, let me get a close-up of this. It says Solo Air Spring Guide. So that's your settings, I guess. And then it's got this warning sticker, of course, saying don't ride at night, wear a helmet, stuff like that, tread lightly. But yeah, definitely not an off-road fork. It's missing the adjustment for the rebound damper. So yeah, look at that wear. A little bit more of a close-up for you. And I believe these stanchions are 36 millimeter. So it's a beefy looking fork, but and no idea what these are or what these do. So we'll be taking all this apart and messing with it. Okay, starting with the lockout remote. Let's take this cap off. See what's underneath. This is just pure curiosity and research purposes only. Do not attempt. I'm just curious to see what's under here. So there's this. Let's see if I can show you that up close. When you engage the lever, that should slide just like that. And there is like, looks like a valve up here on top. So it must depress that valve or turn something in there to lock out the suspension. Let's take off that nut on top of this and see what is underneath, what lies beneath. All right, first things first, I should have done this at the beginning. This is your air port where you add air to your fork. Let's get all that air out of there. Let's see if there's even any inside there, because the issue this fork was having, if you put air in it, it would stiffen it up completely.
That's what she said. Oh, no, not that. Just come on, you guys, let's do it.
And if you took air out of it, it would fully collapse. So it just was not stroking up and down.
That's what she said.
Or anything good. Okay, so that in there. There we go. Now it's safe to work on. Okay, so this takes a 10 millimeter. Check that out. The whole cap comes off. Okay. That's a sign right there of quality and craftsmanship. No, I'm playing. Let's just take this off and see what happens. Okay. Something happened. Something pushed up. All right, let's look a little bit deeper. So that just came out as I loosened up this 10 millimeter nut in here. I didn't have to touch this, but just by removing that, or attempting to remove that, this whole thing came out. And this is on your damper side. So not sure if there's any oil in here, but let's see if I can remove this. I believe I'm going to have to remove this bottom piece to separate it. Okay, once again, the bottom, 10 millimeter. just seems to be spinning. Not a whole lot going on there. Okay, so let's remove this top one, see what that does. This would be your air side, where you fill it up with air. Here we go. Okay, not feeling any resistance. Seems like it's just spinning on the inside. Not much progress being made. All right, so let's remove this upper top cap where you fill your air. Wow, nothing is that tight. Okay, almost got that cap out. Looks like there's some, maybe some oil in here. I don't know, we'll find out. All right, so this just keeps spinning, but it does seem to have some sort of oil in it. Made a little bit of mess on my floor right there. A little bit of lubricant, possibly in this side. So that's what came out of it. It's not even that's not even oil. You know what? That's water. So yeah, somehow it must have got water inside the legs. Yeah, definitely not oil. But yeah, I'm trying to get this off and it just continuously spins. So it's probably still connected to the bottom right here somehow. I'm just trying to figure out how to get that out of there. I'm going to remove these two on the back right here. These two little Allens on the back of the legs. See if that does anything. Could be holding them in. I have no idea. All right, so I'm going to remove these. See if that makes any kind of a difference. No clue what I'm doing here. I've only worked on RockShox. I can totally rebuild RockShox, no problem. But this is a different animal right here altogether. No instructions. There's nothing online. There's not even a name on here. Just air shocks. So, did that do anything? No. Okay. So I'm going to continuously spin this. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm going to continue to work on this. I'm going to take off the bottom. See if I can get this thing apart. I want to see what's on the inside of these legs. All right, there's some kind of a resistance in here. Feels like maybe some kind of a spring in there. But I cannot get it to disconnect internally. I keep turning this and it's just freely spinning. It's not really coming apart. So I don't know. I'm going to try to yank down on this and maybe just yank them apart. I don't know. I don't know if this is the farthest I'm going to get. All right, as you see, trying to turn this, nothing's breaking loose. No resistance, just spinning internally. So same with this one up here on the top. Take an Allen wrench to it. The cap is loose, but whatever's inside here is just allowing it to spin. Nothing is coming apart. Usually on the RockShox, you take this down, then you hit it with a hammer to break these legs loose, but it doesn't seem to be the way that this thing is going. Well, sadly, I'm going to have to end it here. That's as far as I can get. Because like I said, with this cap all the way out, something inside is binding up. I mean, it's not allowing it to come apart. And yeah, this is just a waste of my time. So I'm going to stop right there. So if you have these on your Sondors, I know they come on the LX and the Rockstar, just do yourself a favor and get a pair of RockShox domains, or at least some Yaris, some reputable name brand forks, because yeah, these are like non-rebuildable. Like I said, this one had 4,900 miles on it. Nothing works on it. It wouldn't hold air. It wouldn't function properly. No name on it. Just a paperweight, basically. It's going right back in the trash. But yeah, I wish I could do more. I wish I can get inside of that. I mean, I can get a hacksaw. But yeah, that's just a waste of my time. So gonna have to end it here. All right. That's all I got. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. So yeah, like I said, do yourself a favor. Get a name brand pair of forks. These right here are the Domain. I have them on my Trek rail. You can find them right now for under 300 bucks if you look hard enough. These are in 29. They might be a little bit more, but in 27 5-inch tires, which the Rockstar comes with, you can find these all day for under 300 bucks. So get yourself some if you want to upgrade your bike.